losing tension during leg extensions. Reason being is it sucks. Like the leg extension as a movement just sucks. Say hi. Hi. That's that creatine. She doesn't even question it, she just goes for it. Yeah. This is what's known on the streets, the baby streets, as crack. That's baby crack. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? It's leg day! Yeah, it's leg day. My leg days have been great recently. I usually do 2 combinations, so I do quads and hamstrings or quads and glutes. I do calves in both splits, but yeah, today is quads and hamstrings, so I'll probably do like 1 or 2 hamstring workouts along with quads. The idea is basically just to really focus on getting full range of motion. Let's get it. Okay, so the first thing you want to make sure to include in your leg days is a dynamic stretch routine. The main purpose of this is just to prevent injury. So you want to make sure to loosen things that are usually tight throughout the day, like your hamstrings, your quads, your hip flexors, your adductors. You just want to make sure to get as much blood rushing to them as possible and just get them to loosen up so that they're not tense or tight during your workout, because that could lead to injury. Best believe I'm starting with calves on every leg day. That's why the second most important thing that you need to consider for leg days is to start with your weakest muscle. Now, calves are probably like a lagging area of mine, and it's not because they're weak. It's mainly just because I'm mad insecure about them. The whole purpose of starting with them is to make sure that I'm actually stimulating them throughout the rest of my movements. If I do a leg press after this or a squat, my calves are going to be engaged as well. Now, next on the agenda is the hack squat. So the thing I want you to pay attention to the most on this one is how much depth I'm getting during the hack squat. That's why number 3 on my list of important things you should be doing during leg day is getting full range of motion on pretty much every lift. It's not just a question of how effective range of motion is for hypertrophy training, and it is very effective at building muscle. But it's also a question of how effective it is at preparing you to be able to handle load at any point during a movement. Full range of motion training is way more functional because it encourages your body to prime itself to get really good at lifting weight at unconventional and even more conventional positions. The fourth important thing you should be doing on leg day is controlling your tempo. Tempo in this scenario is just the speed with which you're moving the weight or any other form of resistance. The main reason this is important is because a slower tempo equates to more time under tension. So the slower you can go, the more time your muscles spend under that really uncomfortable tension. That is actually better for muscle growth. But beyond that, a slower and more controlled tempo is actually much safer. During this leg press, for instance, if I was just letting the weight drop on me, I'd probably end up at the hospital with no knees. And the last but certainly not the least important thing I try to make sure I'm doing during leg days is not losing tension during my set. Now I'm going to give two examples of that. Firstly, it's this leg extension machine right here. I see way too many people just letting the stacks touch at the bottom and losing tension during leg extensions. Reason being is it sucks. Like the leg extension as a movement just sucks. The burn you feel in your quads is ridiculous. Another movement I see people lose a lot of tension on is the Bulgarian split squat, which also sucks a lot. If you're using a heavier kettlebell, you're probably going to lose tension at the bottom when the kettlebell touches the ground. There's actually an easy fix for this, and it involves elevating your foot. I'm using plates in this video to elevate my foot, but I'm sure there's other platforms at other gyms where you could elevate your feet. Another benefit of this elevation is that it just helps me get a lot more knee flexion, so my quads are just on fire, which is great for growth and great for strength. Alright, so that's my whole video, folks. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to hit the like button, share this video if you found it helpful, and make sure to subscribe. Time to go. Bye.